In Wicked for Good, they're both stepping into this new space in their lives, and I think that actually makes them all the more powerful.
As Elphaba and Glinda dive into Wicked for Good, much has changed.
They realize that what they had in film 1 can never come back again, and what they have to move into is something very different.
It's a much more mature, emotional journey about the consequences of the hard choices that you make.
You're the only friend I ever had.
And I've had so many friends.
And it's really about them trying to get back together in some way, even if the fates don't allow that.
Haven't you heard? I'm the Wicked Witch of the West. I believe their bond is unbreakable, but it is deeply challenged by the distance that they have to navigate.
We really just get to see how far we can push this friendship. There's nuance, there's hurt, there's forgiveness.
It's wild, it's unbridled.
It feels really, really epic.
Bring me the broom of the Wicked Witch.
It also is the intersection between the wonderful Wizard of Oz and the world of Wicked.
We get to see how these characters like the Tin Man and the Scarecrow and the Lion come to be.
It's an interesting concept because you now get to see what happens behind the scenes and what's been happening away from Dorothy, how they end up where they are.
Here we are on the yellow brick road. Can you believe it?
We see truly the origin story of the Witches of Oz.
I've heard it said
The effect that we have in each other is forever.
into our lives.
It is what drew me to Wicked from the very beginning.
Elphaba, they're coming for you.
I hope that it encourages people to keep fighting for what they believe in.
We really wanted this movie to feel like it was an epic conclusion to a journey. And you get to the guts of what Wicked is all about.
These two women love each other so much, and they truly change each other for the better.
I have been changed for good.
It's time for both of us.
To fly!
For good.
It's been a heck of a ride.
This movie is a true story about someone that is unbelievably brilliant at lying.
The Roofman is returned to rob again.
Jeffrey Manchester robbed 45 McDonald's.
Holes cut into the roofs, workers told to get into the coolers, but no one was hurt.
He gave you his coat. Yeah, he didn't want me to be cold.
Sentenced to 45 years in prison. Jeff's genius and his guts is what broke him out of prison.
Find a safe place to hide.
Of all the places, he hid inside a Toys R Us for 6 months. And no one recognized him.
He sets up cameras and watches us a little bit like he's watching a soap opera.
We're missing a lot.
The peanut M&Ms.
He falls for me and feels my pain. I wanted to invite you to my toy drive.
We sell toys here, we don't give them away.
Wow.
Kind of draws him out of his hiding spot. The last thing you think is that the person that you're dating is an escaped convict.
And this chaos ensues.
Got to cover your tracks, Jeff. We don't need to change that hair.
I think we do a wig.
If he tells the truth, everything that he has goes away.
You got your passport?
You got to leave tonight. We can't just stay. Oh, hell.
You're starting over.
Such a fascinating story, both hilarious and heartbreaking.
He was talented and smart and just made some bad decisions.
And when he tries to run, we'll be ready.
Good luck.
I've come to terms with the fact that you don't have an average job.
You guys having fun at the convention?
But we haven't seen you in months.
What happened to your eye?
Somebody fouled me at the game.
What game?
The one you missed.
And summer break's just a few days away.
We should do something. Strictly family time.
Come on, kids. It can be an adventure.
I think it's just one of those deals when people sit in the audience and they watch the movie and they see Hutch. Like they said, nobody, unassuming guy. But then when he has to break into action, we all become him.
That's right. Yeah, that's the dream, is that he's some version of you. In our lives, we go through, there's little, we call them microaggressions, things that set you off, that you can't do anything about them. And if you've seen the trailer for Nobody 2, there's an altercation in an arcade, and the security guy, bops the girl on the head. It's not that big a deal. She's not hurt. She doesn't fall down, but it's just one too many. Right. And as a dad, or even as any adult in the world, we go through life, and little annoying things, bothersome things happen to us all the time, and they build up sometimes. And in the movies, you can turn them into a big fight that's like James Bond. Movies, Nobody 1 and Nobody 2, these little things are happening, and this guy is just sucking it all up. And here he takes his family on a vacation, and some things are not right. The water park is closed. He booked the wrong hotel room. The drive wore him out, and he just pops. And then, of course, that sets off a chain of action and events that leads into this cinematic ending. I told you that. On vacation!
Ladies and gentlemen, you are the very definition of survival of the fittest.
Those who dare to dream.
Dr. Ulta, your story inspired us to leave everything behind. Let's start anew.
Trust me. By this time next year, one of us will be gone. I personally hope it's not you.
We hunt. We fight. We kill.
Greg, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good.
And a whole interesting thing, Eden. I mean, first of all, to find out it was based off of a true story. And, you immediately think, okay, you're only going to have like 10 people. What could go wrong?
It's a wild story. And, you do these true stories because, they're stranger than fiction, and amazing things happen. Sometimes in the movies that I've done based on real events, they're usually celebrations. Like it's, the Cinderella Man, he actually won the championship, Apollo 13, the chutes opened and they made it home alive. Here's one that's much more of a cautionary tale. There's tragedy, there's pain, it's edgy, there is triumph as well, but it's a really mixed bag. And I think for some people, they're a little surprised that I wanted to take that on, but you know me, I'm always looking for a new kind of challenge.
No, that's for sure. Because I'd even wondered, after you heard about it, because I saw also you're one of the screenwriters as well. Is that what, just that whole story made you just want to get into it and get interested in making this film?
Yeah, when I first encountered the story, I was just on a family vacation to the Galapagos because I'd
okay.
And this story is well known there. Inside the museum, there was a whole room dedicated with some of those photos and others. At the end of the movie, we show photos of the real people so the audience can recognize how accurate the film really was. But we were so knocked out by this true crime thriller that these people had actually lived. It's a little bit like a season of the TV show Survivor.
Right.
In this case, people really died and disappeared and so forth, So it's an amazing story. But, first and foremost, I looked at it and said, well, this is one of those stranger than fiction stories, and that's great. But but it's also a tremendous acting opportunity for a great ensemble, and especially the three main female characters. They really got to soar, and they brought so much complexity and emotion in addition to, you know, the suspenseful twists and turns of the story, that I was really excited to see their work on set.
I was going to say, that was actually going to be my next question about, yeah, you did. You had a great cast. I mean, you know, everybody, it looks like they were, when I say this, made for the part. You couldn't envision anyone else, you know, doing a good job.
Great. And they made themselves for the part, because again, we did have a lot of great research materials.
Yeah.
Our actors. And so by the time we were rolling, they had found this way to kind of morph themselves into those characters in spirit and in look too.
All right, absolutely. And you know, sometimes you'll watch a movie and something will be said that'll make you laugh because it's something that happens in your own real life or something along that. My wife got the biggest kick when the part came up about the picture of Dorian Gray, because I always use as an example. Somebody say, "Oh, hey, you look good. You lost weight." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "But I've got an oil painting of myself up in my attic that looks like complete hell." And sometimes somebody will look at you like, "Come on."
There you go. Well, you know, look, different people get different things out of this movie. It's very interesting, but it does provoke conversation, you know, afterward. And people do, you know, they connect with different characters. I think they ask themselves the question, what would I be like if I were thrust into that situation? Would I choose to be in that situation? How would I cope? You know, whose side would I be on? So, you know, it's one of those kinds of stories, and it's unlike anything that I've done in a lot of ways, but I really, really enjoyed it.
I'm not a songwriter. I'm not a sex symbol. I just want to entertain people.
I don't want to be a hairdresser. I want to sing. I want to dance. I want to garden. I want a cat.
I need something big. I need something new. What do you think?
You don't want to be a Neil Diamond impersonator. You want to be a Neil Diamond interpreter.
I was looking for the right way to say it, and you just came right out and said it.
Tell your mama, girl, we can't stay long.
We should call ourselves Lightning and Thunder.
We got things we gotta catch up on.
So you be lightning and I be thunder.
Yeah. You.
That is not very professional of me, but I've been wanting to do it for like a whole...
You really have to call him Lightning? It's kind of weird.
He makes.
Okay.
My dad in Vietnam, sometimes he'd have to crawl over dead bodies. So yeah, he used to drink.
I could really use for you to tell me I'm doing the right thing.
I think you are.
Oh, I was scared you were gonna hit your head. Bad things happen over and over, and I just want to sing and I want to shine.
Just say, you know, can't pay you anything right now, that's all.
Came in for you, brother. I wouldn't go any shorter than this.
I wanted to ripple and wave when the wind blows my shirt.
Wind in a bar. How?
Like a leaf blower.
Do you have one?
Sure.
Sweet Caroline. The good times never seem so good. Oh, boy!
Papa, how you doing?
How am I doing? Huge.
I just disappear in the music. You two always know what to do.
I can't thank Neil, because every thank you I got belongs to you, doll. You're my August night, my September morn, you're my crackling Rosie.
Yeah, lightning and thunder!
What I'm doing here is I'm creating a closed circuit. Very important to keep your cap shunted like this so you don't accidentally detonate your charge.
Don't stop. I want you to create a show. This is an announcement, a revolution. The message is clear.
I'll be seeing you very soon.
Not if I see you first.
Viva la revolution!
For bringing justice to the vigilante group known as the French 75, we are here to award Stephen Lockjaw with the Medal of Honor.
You have to understand, Will,
Me and Mom used to run around and do some real bad shit. They got hurt. Now they're coming after us. I'm sorry.
I didn't ask for this. That's just how the cards were rolled out for me.
it's not cards. You don't roll cards. It's dice.
Dad, what is wrong with you?
You're right.
Let's go. I got a tunnel. Whoa, what's going on? I need a weapon, man. All you got is goddamn nunchucks. You know where I can get a gun?
I wanted to protect you from all your mom's stuff and all my stuff, even though I know that's impossible.
This is the end of the line.
Not for you. Whoa, who's this?
Oh, they're just my friends.
Now, is that a he or a she or a they?
It's not that hard. They, them.
Okay, I just want to be polite.
Keep running, jump into aqueducts, fire hydrants, and hazardous smoke alarms on the back of us. But mama, don't cry for me, rap for me, try for me, live for me, breathe for me, sing for me.
Yo, say it. Say it, baby.
Love you, Bob.
Love you too. You know what freedom is? No fear. Just like Tom Cruise.
Falling,
I can follow you like a dog to the end of the world.
fall in love. Falling.
Are you feeling quite right?
What? Oh, yes, fine.
Do you want me to stop?
My name is Sarah Grant. I'm in possession of evidence of an unlawful cover-up.
There are a number of whistleblower support organizations.
No, I just want to give everything back.
There are official channels, but there are unofficial ones.
Who is he?
I help people who see things they shouldn't have. Who maybe should have looked the other way, but they can't.
I've never met him. That's kind of the point. It's a messaging service.
Here's this guy who comes along as the fixer. When people in corporate America or corporate world, I should say, need a problem fixed, they get in touch with him. Normally he just goes in, does his thing, and leaves. Somehow or another, there was something about Lily's character that really just made him want to stay and help, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. And it's a fascinating thing, isn't it, where these two characters don't ever really meet in real life until much later on in their journey, and yet they forge a connection. And I think it's partly because they're both lonely. They're both alone. They both can't trust many people, but they have to and choose to trust one another in a world that actually is kind of pitted against them.
what does she do? People are after her. So she, is able to meet up with Riz's character, be it all this technology, which just kind of blew my mind. I probably would have been gone after the first 5 minutes of trying to remember all the code words that you're supposed to use, sending something off. But her thing is she wanted to, get things cleared up. And that was the guy to help her, right?
Yeah, you meet her at this really interesting moral dilemma where, with all the best intentions and with a ferociousness, she's tried to do the right thing, and yet it's just been too much. The bravery of these whistleblowers that come out and speak out against, these huge corporate forces, and are very often not thanked for it, are seriously harassed, and it's a very interesting. She's a very complex and flawed character, but really, I had such a great time playing her because there was just so much going on at all times.
Thank you for using the Tri-State Relay Service. Have a wonderful night.
Child is believed to have been abducted from his home over 9 months ago. This is the 4th child abduction in the past 12 months in the Los Angeles County area.
There's a demon. Preys on children.
Well, good to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks so much for having me, Greg.
And good to see you, your smiling face. I dare say we don't see a lot of that in the movie.
I don't think much at all. No, I'm trying to remember. I don't think I do much smiling that's not creepy or evil. So,
right.
It's nice to be normal. Yes.
And this is just a whole intriguing movie. I mean, it's scary, obviously, because of, like the blood and other things that happen. But this is a psychological thriller,
Right.
like, something you haven't seen.
Oh, awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, it's when I got the script, I was like, oh, this is going to be a ride. And I'd worked with Pierre and Max before on Two Witches. I have a little nod in the background here.
All right.
And I knew that anything that they were doing was going to be wild and crazy, and I was just immediately in.
And it's so funny. I talked to Sean Whalen last week
Yes.
about the movie,
Mhm.
and he and I both had the same thing. It's kind of like anytime a person tells you not to do something, like in the beginning,
Yep.
don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, but you have to. It's a horror
Yeah,
film, right? And then the
right.
movie would be over, and you're like, well,
That's what we had talked about. It'd be the shortest movie ever. Okay,
Yes.
we're all set.
don't go in the basement. Yeah.
Right. But like I said, tremendous cast. And I mean, and even just the whole storyline, not to give anything away, it just kind of pulls you in because you're like going, okay, and I felt so bad for your character, Abigail. I mean, just like from the beginning, she was just under a rock and caught between a hard place with family and everything else.
Yeah, that's what really drew me to the character because obviously when you first meet her, not to, like you said, not to spoil anything, but she's in the worst place possible and doing horrible things. And I loved that as I kept reading, you found out, why she was doing the things she was doing. And then, like you said, you felt bad for her, you had sympathy. And that's what drew me to playing her because she's just not one thing. There was so many layers and complexities to her. And that really made me want to play her and bring her to life because you're not you hate her at the beginning and then you're like, wait, I feel bad. How do I supposed to feel about her? And that was great.
Right, right. And a lot of times we all think, gosh, my family, I don't know about them. I'm feeling pretty good, about like your own, you see that. But
Yeah.
and even like poor little Mikey, we had even joked
Yeah.
about, growing up, the only Mikey we knew was the one in the Life cereal commercial, and he just didn't like the cereal. But now this poor Mikey, it just got into him, didn't it?
Yeah, and when working with Raynon, who played Mikey, he was, I think, 6 at the time we were filming. So, he's fantastic. And of course, we protected him. He never saw me in the makeup. He has no idea what the movie is about. He hasn't seen it. He was protected completely. But, the way the camera works, we're able to trick the audiences into thinking that he's going through these situations. And, that's the brilliance of Pierre and the editing and making it seem like he's in this, he's in these horrible situations and he's having the best time of his life. Like we call cut and he's off running around, playing, laughing, He had a great time where we're all like, it's so intense for us,
Right. You wouldn't want like when he was 7 or 8 year old kid, after each cut, smoking a cigarette, and having a drink, going, "Oh
Yeah.
my God, what's going on here?"
Exactly. But it was also great because it reminded me of the play that we're doing. This is fun. And this is it's, of course, it's a job and it's serious, it's intense. But he also brought such a joy and innocence to it that it's like, oh yeah, this is fun. Like we get to play. What a great gift we get.
Well, goodness, I was going to say I don't want to give obviously anything away, but Rebekah, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. And
Yeah.
this is something I won't put in. One of the best lines is the one at the end of the movie when it's all over, and the woman host of the TV show goes, "Are you available for an interview tomorrow?" And you sit there and go, "Oh my God."
Yeah. It's so great because it's so true. Especially LA, we're so cutthroat. We're so, whatever makes a good story. Like I love the line an old actress said it back in the day. I can't remember who it was, but she said, "I never let the truth get in the way of a good story."
Oh my
And I
God.
love that.
Oh, I remember that line as well. And I mean,
Right. And I have to figure out who said it because it's so brilliant.
yeah, it's like I almost want to give credit to Betty Davis, but I'm not sure. But right,
It's
right.
it's someone in that era, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
That's what it feels like. It's a great line.
that's for sure. Rebekah, again, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank
And
you so much, Greg, for having me. Thank you for checking out the film. We really appreciate the support as well.
you got it. Look forward to talking to you again.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.